Today's top story. The TV production class kicked off the daily morning announcements yesterday with our new program, Patriots Today. There are still a number of technical issues being worked out, but the show will eventually run for 9 minutes each day and feature school and community news, sports, lunch menus, and more. Here's today's episode. Good morning, Patriots. Today is Tuesday, August 27th, 2013, and you're watching Patriots Today. I'm Riley Branson.
And I'm Raina Harmon. Well, Riley, we got through our first newscast yesterday. How do you like being a news anchor?
It's fun. I'm still getting the hang of it, but I know the whole crew is still learning how this all works, and it's going to get better.
I totally agree. Yesterday, we shared information about several of the school clubs that are getting underway. However, the door is open for other clubs as well. If you're part of a group of people with the shared interest, consider forming a club. All you need is a sponsor that is a member of your school staff and place to meet during non-school hours. Then you can see Principal Mulligan for the paperwork to get started and hold your first meeting. And don't forget to let us know about it here on Patriots Today so we can spread the word.
And just a reminder about all those club meetings. The book club meets every Monday from 3 to 4 p.m. in Mrs. Demers' classroom after school. Key club meets every Tuesday in Mrs. Sessions' room at lunch. And the tech club meets on Mondays and Wednesdays after school in Mr. Nicklin's room. Each of these clubs is looking for new members. So if you're interested in any of them, go to a meeting and see if it's for you.
If you ate lunch in the cafeteria last week, you might have noticed the construction underway in the kitchen. Crews are installing a new vent hood that will allow Chef Gall and his crew to operate a new oven and stove. Once the kitchen is fully complete, we're told that the cafeteria will be serving hot meals every day and the menu will see a lot more variety. We can expect that to happen in the next week or two, so enjoy the sandwiches and salads while they last.
Speaking of construction, the new gym and multi-purpose building continues to move along. Phones and computers have been rolling out in the classrooms and offices, and the cafeteria has been serving food since day one. Locker rooms and restrooms are nearing completion, and the big question is now about the gym itself. Scoreboards have been ordered, and the floor is up next. In the meantime, the school is looking for a company or organization to sponsor the hoops and bleachers so we can get it all in place before the basketball season begins. Volleyball will be practicing in the new space, but no word yet on when the first official Malk sporting event will take place in our brand new facility.
And you know that game will be an official part of Malk history. And speaking of history, it's time to look at today in history.
In 1859, Edwin L. Drake drilled the first successful oil well near Titusville, Pennsylvania. Senator Barack Obama of Illinois was nominated for president by the Democratic National Convention in Denver in 2008. In 1928, the Kellogg Braid Pact was signed in Paris, outlawing war and providing for the peaceful settlements of disputes.
Very interesting. By the way, is there something special going on this weekend?
There sure is. The high school football team has their first official game of this season this Saturday, and it's at home. So make sure to get out there and support them, Patriot fans. The game will be played on the field next to Firebird Field in Rotary Park, and kickoffs at 7 p.m. The Patriots will be facing off against the Estrella Sidewinders out of the Phoenix area. Neither team has seen official action yet this year, so there are a lot of unknowns going into this game. However, the Pats did just play a scrimmage last weekend against Indian Springs, and Coach Frank Sagasta was happy with his team's performance. The cost to get in is $3 for adults and $1 for students, but if you wear your school shirt, you can get in for free. So don those Patriots colors and come out to support our team.
Well, thanks, Mason. And go Patriots. We've got community news just ahead, but first, here's a look at the lunch menu for today. And this may come as a surprise, but I think we're having sandwiches.
And now for a look at what's going on in our community and beyond. Each day we plan to share with you what's happening locally, nationally, and around the globe. In local news, the tri-state area has been absolutely drenched by the rains that have been coming down since last week. The Bullhead Parkway is shut down on Sunday due to mudslides across the road, with over 1.5 inches of rain coming down in that area. There's more to come too, as the National Weather Service is predicting scattered thunderstorms in the area through Friday.
A California wildfire continues to burn out of control in The Yosemite National Park and now is threatening San Francisco's drinking water. More than 3,500 firefighters are battling the blaze, which at 230 square miles is the biggest fire on the record in the Sierra Nevadas. Falling ash from the fire is raining down on the Hatchery Reservoir, which supplies water to over 2.5 million people in the Bay Area. Officials are monitoring the water quality to make sure that the tainted water doesn't get sent to the city.
The government in Syria used chemical weapons in attacks on civilians last week. At least that's the official stance of the United States and other governments around the world. The nation has been experiencing civil unrest for some time as many in the country are seeking the overthrow of the current political regime, led by President Bashar al-Assad. The claims of chemical attack come from anti-government activists inside the country and were accompanied with video footage showing the attack sites and alleged victims. President Assad has denied the allegations, but mounting evidence has led the U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry to formally accuse the Syrians of moral obscenity.
And that's the look on what's happening elsewhere. Thank you for joining us today on Patriots Today.
And don't forget the football game this Saturday at 7 p.m. We'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, here's your word of the day.